I call myself the worst client I ever had. So if I can straighten this one out, I can help somebody else straighten their stuff out. So I never thought that these negative excuse me. I never thought these negative aspects of my personality, there was a lot of negativity. I expected the negative to happen. I never thought they'd ever be useful for anything. This is a really important point. That was just stuff that had to be put in the garbage can and sent off into the dustbin of history, and I didn't know how to do that. But I realized that I had a certain skill, a certain knack, because of how screwed up I really was. Like I said, I call myself the worst client I ever had. And I still call myself that. I never thought that any of that would be useful for anything. But Erickson, the psychologist Erickson, established the idea of the 10,000 hour rule. Meaning if you spend 10,000 hours doing anything, you're going to become really good at it, if not a master at it. And I had spent so many tens of thousands of hours.
I'll caveat that only with conscious effort. You can't just go through the motions. And I imagine you had some very conscious effort in your healing.
Yeah, well, definitely I had spent a lot of time in being screwed up and being depressed and being unhappy, being dysfunctional, is the word we used back in those days. I spent so many hours doing it that the very thing that I thought was the very worst parts of myself were actually something I'd become masterful at, in the sense that I understood that. And once I started to realize I was a Triple Crown pro in this, being screwed up. You know what that is. I mean, people come in here, they go, you would never know what it's like to be me. You'd never know what it's like to be this depressed or this negative. And I go, believe me, I used to be one of you.